Hey folks, welcome back. Today it's about MORPH EQ by Minimal Audio. It looks like this here. You can also resize it. And this one is an EQ, kind of. And it goes in the same direction as UVI Shade, where you can add a lot of modulations to your EQ curves. But here it's a bit differently. Instead of modulating your EQ curves indirect by using an LFO or a step sequencer or random mods or something like this, here you draw directly in how these notes should move over time. So instead of adding here a modulator to this curve, for instance, you go here to this ring outside and you can see it becomes this cross, right? And then you just click and drag and say, I want to move this curve over here, and then I want to move this curve over here, and then here, and maybe there, right? And then you can use this morph knob here and can morph to all these points. You can see you get this nice, yeah, morphing EQ or filter to it. And this is probably very nice to for creating sounds, actually. It's not so much for EQing, because there you need to make some adjustments to some resonances maybe, or cut low ends or boost some high end or something like this. Here it's really about creating new sounds and or sound designing in general. You can also here, as you can see, curve and bend all these, yeah, these lines here in any direction. And you can do this not only to just one curve here, you can also introduce multiple curves, of course. With the wheel here on the mouse, you can change the quality of the filter, and yeah, can draw in everything you want basically, and just see what comes out of it. So in the background here, I have basically just a phase 4 with the bass sound. You have different filter types here you can choose from. You can dial in here the frequency directly. You can change the quality, gain of each note. So you have like all these things here under control under this line. We have also your scaler, where you can change the global scale of everything. You can spread here in the stereo field, so you can make it stereo if you want to. So left channel is a bit offset in this direction, right channel is a bit offset in this direction, and so on. You can pinch this here, also nice. A shift, so you can globally modify everything you just did here and have some influences to it. There's also a parallel mode here, or instead serial, so you can make one note after the other. You have here, you can change basically, I think this is the scaling of the analyzer here. So you have more room if you want to boost really high or cut really deep, right? So this is also possible with this. And of course you can delete here everything with this small little trash can if you want to. There's also an undo function here. You can redo and undo. So also a randomize function. So put this in here and have a random EQ curve in there. Really nice. I really love randomize functions, as you all know it. And then you can just push this button and see if you get some nice dirty sounds out of your input signals. So this is really like sound design heaven. So if you are into making these nice little yeah, neurofunk bass lines or dubstep bass lines, this is exactly for you. Put some distortion at the end here and have some fun. I really like this concept here of this plugin, because you can draw in directly the lines, how you want to move with these curves, and you can go to each point here and dial in what kind of frequency you want to target. So this is really nice for sound designing. So yeah, this was basically in my email inbox this morning, and I want to try it out. give you a hint that it's out. I think it's $50 or something like this, so it's not super expensive. And I wish Bitwig had something like this in the EQ itself. This is really nice to have here to morph between different points, different EQ curves, and yeah, it's really nice to have something like this. Yeah, and yeah, let's see how this sounds here. I'm not happy. Let's press here randomize. Also nice. Yeah, also if you use Bitwig here, you can just attach here an LFO, of course, to this VST and say just modulate here my morph thing. This also works really neatly. This is pretty wild. So yeah, this works too. I don't think there is here any... What's this here actually? I have no idea. I just installed this. I have no experience with this plugin. I just want to show you this. I think there's no LFO in here, but you can attach a lot of LFOs to this VST, of course, in Bitwig Studio. And in other DAWs, you probably have to use automation for that. Yeah, nice plugin. The link to this plugin is in the description below. Check it out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video and bye.